So, you went and got yourself an AR pistol, AK pistol. Maybe you built one like a super sweet Aero Precision or something. Or you got yourself a Mark 18 Daniel Defense. Or a Geisley Super Duty. Because you wanted to be all military cool. Because that's what they have. But it's got a pistol brace on it. And now, you might not be able to be allowed to have that pistol brace on there anymore as of December of this year, 2022. So, if you haven't been paying attention, like I have for the past 2 years, ATF hasn't exactly been happy with pistol braces anymore. It used to be, pistol braces were fine. As long as the manufacturer of the pistol brace asked ATF to review it at first, and they gave them permission, yes, you can sell this is fine, it was good to go. And then for a time they were even said that, hey, if it happens to touch your shoulder, you're good to go, no worries. Because even back when pistol braces first became a thing, if you happened to shoulder that thing and ATF saw you, yeah, you just made an SBR right then and there, and they were not happy with you. Like 10 years in prison and hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines, not happy with you. But then they said that if it happens to touch the shoulder, you were fine. As long as it wasn't intentional. Now they're doing what they do best, going back on their word, and decide that, nah, you got a pistol brace on your pistol, we got to do this 4-point checklist worksheet on that AR pistol of yours, and make sure it doesn't hit 4 points. Because if it hits 4 points, it's now an unregistered SBR, short-barreled rifle. This supposed rule isn't finalized yet, but it will be in December of 2022 is what everyone's hearing right now. Now, it could be knocked back again. It's already been knocked back once before, and it was supposed to go live August of this year. And if I remember right, sometime like 2020 or 2021, they tried doing this before, and enough people during the comment period were pissed off that they backed off for a little bit. So there's still that light at the end of the tunnel that maybe they'll change their mind, but do not count on it. I don't count on it. ATF's been pretty ballsy since Biden got into office, and I'm willing to bet some serious money that this is going to go through. We are on nationalguntrust.com. They have on their website here the 5 options that ATF says you have for when this ruling goes through, and we're going to walk through them and I'll give you my thoughts on them. What I say here is not legal advice. This is not what I would do. This is just one gun guy talking to a bunch of other gun people. So let's just go through this. Number 1, permanently remove or alter the stabilizing brace such that it cannot be reattached, thus converting the firearm back to its original pistol configuration. There's more to this number 1, but let's just break that down for a minute. Permanently remove the stabilizing brace so that it cannot be reattached. So there's, reading that one sentence there, to me there's 2 things you can do. You can, so most pistol braces these days, like 2 models I can think of, are attached to the same kind of carbine buffer as a normal AR-15 16-inch rifle with an adjustable stock. It's the same thing. It's a pistol brace instead of a stock. With that being said, to permanently remove or alter the stabilizing brace such that it can't be reattached, I'm guessing you gotta tear apart that pistol brace itself, and I would even go as far as when you take the brace off, you need to replace that carbine buffer tube, with a pistol buffer tube, just to be safe. And even then, some older braces like the SIG brace, early SB tactical models, they just slid over that pistol buffer tube. So keep an eye out for that. If you already have one of those pistol buffer tubes and maybe you taped it so that the brace fit more snug, I would maybe remove the tape, clean it up a little bit, because sometimes tape leaves that nasty residue. Just my thoughts. Again, not lawful advice here. The rest of the statement says, as long as it was originally configured without a stock and is a pistol, and thereby removing it from regulation as a firearm under the NFA, exercising this option would mean the pistol would no longer be equipped with the stabilizing brace within meaning of the proposed rule. So, like I said, just take the brace off, replace the carbine buffer tube with a pistol one. Let's move on to option 2, which is remove the shorter barrel and attach a 16-inch or longer barrel to the firearm, thus removing it from the provisions of the NFA. So basically take your AR pistol and turn it into a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill 16-inch AR rifle. Which at that point, why not just take the brace off afterwards and put on a normal stock? That one's like the safest of safe right there, as long as you got the budget to do so. For instance, that Aero Precision 300 Blackout that I posted up at the beginning of the video when I was running through different models, that was mine and I sold it. So if I still had that, I would need to take that 300 Blackout 10-inch barrel, which was a beautiful barrel, by the way, and replace it with an Aero, or whoever, doesn't have to be Aero, but I was 100% Aero on that, with a 16-inch 300 Blackout barrel. And if I really wanted to, I could leave the pistol brace on there and it'd be fine. But like I said, at that point, just put a stock on it. So yeah, there you go. So option 2 is the safe middle ground. Like, there you go. If ATF decides to go door to door like they're doing with rare breed triggers and stuff, like just to have the pistol brace destroyed and here you go, here's the video footage that I did, or just throw it at them, or I don't know what the deal is, what they're going to accept on that. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so number 3, 4, and 5 are kind of crazy options here. In my opinion, if you've read this before, 3 and 4 almost tied for the most extreme. I think 3 is the most extreme. It is what it is. So, number 3, destroy the firearm. You heard that right. Destroy the firearm. ATF will publish information regarding proper destruction on its website, www.atf.gov. So, that's the route you decide to go. Like, you're that scared. Just don't be like that guy that, I don't remember why or where I saw the video, but he was just, it was after some shooting. He was just so mad at AR-15s that right there on video, he takes his M16 clone AR-15 rifle and one hand over the barrel shroud, not barrel shroud, one hand over the handguard and one hand over the stock, just pushes that barrel through a bandsaw and cuts the barrel in half. Technically, you do that, you just made yourself an illegal single shot SBR, because the gas system went with it too, so it's not gonna run semi-auto. Don't be that guy. If you're really considering destroying the firearm, perhaps wait until the ATF gives you instructions first on how they want it destroyed, which kind of leads into number 4, because that's what they're going to do anyway. Turn the firearm into your local ATF office. What do you think the ATF is going to do? Put it in a vault somewhere and start collecting guns? Yeah, I mean, they do that. Someone did an interview with the ATF, and yeah, they got their own vault. But more than likely, they're going to take any firearm that's turned in, like at buyback programs, and they're just going to meld them down. So 3 and 4, just as extreme as each other, just 4 has one more step, but either way, 3 and 4, the gun's going to get destroyed. 5. This one's not as extreme, but also it's kind of, if you're going to do number 5, you should just do this. Here we go. 5. Complete and submit an application to make and register a firearm, ATF Form 1. As part of the submission, the $200 tax payment is required with application pursuant to a bunch of legal blah 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 blah. Name, city, and state of the maker of the firearm must be properly marked on the firearm. All other markings placed by the original manufacturer should be adopted. Proof of submission of the Form 1 should be maintained by all possessors. Documentation establishing 43 submission of Form 1 includes, but is not limited to, e-form submission of acknowledgement, proof of payment, or a copy of Form 1 submission with postmark documentation. So all that mumbo jumbo is option 5, complete a Form 1, pay your $200 tax stamp to the NFA, and register the firearm with the ATF. AKA like an SBR would, but it's still a pistol, which at that point seems how the fee is the same, registration is the same, the ATF has your name down regardless. Hey, maybe just Form 1 yourself an SBR. Just turn it into an SBR. Why? Well, because I bet you, because they haven't said yay or nay on this, if you were to register your AR pistol as a pistol, you still probably can't put a vertical grip on it, and you probably still can't put a stock on it. So part of the whole appeal for building an AR pistol was you didn't have to NFA register it, but the drawback was you can't put a vert grip on it, and you definitely can't put a stock on it. So I'm betting you do a Form 1 on your pistol, you leave it as a pistol, you probably still can't put any attachments you would in an SBR onto that thing, and still, like SBRs, if you were to take that across state lines, you're going to have to let that state know or ask them permission, however it works. I don't have an SBR, so I don't really know any of that, but I know you have to let them know somehow Like, if I were to go down to Oregon, and I live here in Washington, I gotta let Oregon know, and they can take however long they feel like taking before they give me an answer whether I can do that or not. And let's just say I decide to move to Texas because Washington's getting too crazy. If I drive, I probably gotta let every state know that I'm crossing through or asking permission, however it works. So if Colorado said no, I gotta figure out a whole new route. At that point, just maybe, I don't know if you can do this, but maybe just register it as an SBR, and when it comes back to you, put a stop on it. Now you got an SBR. So yeah, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. You tell me. 1 and 2. I mean, none of these are reasonable. This is just stupid. But 1 and 2 are the more reasonable of the 5 I can count. So like I said at the beginning of this, what you do with these 5 things is up to you. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just giving you what the options are. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a comment, like, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Last I checked, a good 90 to 99% of my videos viewers are not subscribers. So let's bump them numbers up, try and even it out a little bit. Current goal for subscribers is 1,000, and you know why, so I can qualify for monetization now. That's how YouTube rules. 1,000 subscribers and 400, I wish, 4,000 hours of watch time gets you qualified for monetization, and they still gotta invite you to it first. So that's the goal right now. Hit monetization goals, whether they let me monetize or not. I like to make short goals and meet them. Pass this video around, share it with your friends, give it a like, thumbs up, comment down below. Again, I'm going to stress this enough because even though I've said it twice, someone's gonna say I didn't. I am not a lawyer. This is not me telling you what to do. This is me just sharing what someone posted. So, and that being said, I'll see you guys later. Yeah.